This is Unit 2, Week 3, Question 7 through 10 on the Bill of Rights. Question 7, what's the difference between Amendment 6 and 7? Amendment 7 is you have a right to trial by jury. So is Amendment 6. The difference is Amendment 6 is in civil, in criminal cases, as in you're accused of breaking a crime. Amendment 7 is in civil cases where it's person versus person arguing over property, arguing over money, not the state against you because you're accused of some crime that's a state crime. So you have, if it's for more than $20, which is kind of moot today, you have the right to a trial by jury, even in common law. Number 8, the 8th Amendment protects you from cruel and unusual punishments and no excessive fines. It's kind of controversial. Does it mean, because we have a death penalty, yet there's no cruel and unusual punishment? The question, is that really cruel? Or is it a protection against cruel and unusual, in which it's not that unusual? But what about in time? Is it unusual today? More unusual than it was 200 years ago. But essentially Amendment 8 is to protect you against sort of harsh punishment. Amendment 9 is kind of weird one. Remember the Bill of Rights? They didn't want to people didn't want a Bill of Rights originally because they said if you write these rights down, people think those are the only rights you have and the government can take all the other ones. Amendment 9 is kind of a catch-all. It says, there are other rights out there and they belong to the people. Amendment 10 is even kind of dumber. It's an overlap of number 9. In fact, the courts have basically decided historically that Amendment 10's mostly dead. But Amendment 10 says, yes, there are other rights out there and they belong to the states or to the people, which is kind of overlapping with number 9, which said they belong to the people. Number 10 is saying, well, these extra rights belong to the states and or the people. There's an example in number 9. For example, the courts have found you have a right to privacy. It's not in the Constitution, but there are penumbras, shadows hidden in there. Shadows that say that, well, because you have the right to privacy, you have the right against unreasonable search and seizure, you have the right, all these rights implied, there's also a right to privacy, which they found through the 9th Amendment, because there are other rights. And then the 10th is really dumb. It says that, yes, there are other rights. They belong to the states or to the people. So number 9 and 10 are kind of in conflict. And that's it for the Bill of Rights and from the Happy House of History.